Can Daystar University really pride itself as a business incubating hub? Many students have presented different business ideas, but the opportunities available do not seem to be effective enough to support the course. Here's an inside scope on the matter. If we look at what a business hub entails, it is clear to say that Daystar University does not actually provide its students with opportunities to develop themselves other than lecture-based programs.
Yeah, basically the aspect of incubation in this school is something that I think almost every other person needs. I know it's very beneficial. At some point I did benefit from it, but it's something that I think might take a longer time in implementation or the execution phase. I don't know why things do take that long, but basically if at all we can try fasten things up, I know people will be well served with the idea itself.
In regards to the incubation hub at the Daystar, I don't think we have any, because when you look at what a hub is supposed to be and what it's supposed to do in terms of promoting businesses specifically, I haven't seen that so far, and this is something that is very crucial, as even having a school of business and so many young entrepreneurs here that are very passionate with businesses. So I think this is something that needs to be seriously thought about and action taken in terms of actually building a functional hub for businesses. But at this moment, I don't think we have any. I don't think anything actually or anybody is out there in terms of supporting businesses.
So I believe a student incubation center is something very important for any university. Especially here in Daystar, I have seen the progress of some of these incubation centers, but also the failure of them and the reason to look at this incubation idea even better. Before, we had something that was started by the School of Business in terms of helping students to come to be able to grow their businesses and find more value to what they have started. There was a distinct failure in that because the School of Business did not look at the fact that most students do not have businesses that are already established. So over that long duration of time, even being in student government for 2 years, I've realized that so many students have very brilliant ideas. It only needs a form of incubation to make them work and become better. One classic example is the founder, which I think did not need an incubation way, but got it somewhere else and grew up to become something that is revered across the country. However, this year, in conjunction with the Corporate Affairs Office and Signature Journal, we started the Ethical Business Leadership Forum, which will be able to bring up business ideas, incubate them, and make them more successful, and the people who run them to be also successful in what they do. I have seen that this will be more precise. It's going to help build a consistency in terms of viewing student businesses and ideas to grow. That form of incubation is what is necessary to making ideas manifest to something great. And I'm very sure that with the Ethical Business Leadership Forum here in Daystar, we can be able to have business ideas that have grown, mentored, and built to perfection. However, the challenges are still there, and I hope we can be able to surpass them. Thank you.
NILAB and iHub are some of the credible incubating hubs in Kenya, but not so many youths are informed of such opportunities. Therefore, unemployment remains a recurrent factor in Kenya.
So we'd like to ask you a question. What do you think a student incubation program is?
Incubation program? I think it's that time when a student, as I'm a dropout.
Incubation is usually based on going into a program that will maybe you give an idea, and then it will they try the idea. I don't know how they do it, whether they give you capital, or they do surveys or something, but they see how viable your business idea is. Would that be it? I'm not sure.
I think it's a program that develops the skills of students. Basically, like giving them a projection towards the work market. You give them a space, you give them the facilities, in preparation of joining the workforce, so that it's more or less like the incubator when they're in hospital. They don't have the strength and energy to support themselves, and then they have this space that can give them the level of empowerment to be able to move and develop more or less work ethics and the work attitude. Just a space towards the projection of their energies and synergies towards joining the work market.
Hello, how can I help you?
I'd like to sign up for KCB mobile banking and internet banking, please.
Certainly. Sir,
I'd also like a KCB credit card.
Okay.
And a prepaid card.
Goodness, great.
I'd also like to open a salary account and arrange several standing orders.
I just need you.
I want a personal loan and a home loan. I need lots of insurance. Oh, I'd also like to deposit a few shillings in my account.
Introducing KCB Simba Points, Kenya's biggest and best loyalty program ever. The more transactions you perform, the more points you earn. Redeem your points for awesome rewards, including air tickets, hotel rooms, iPhones, airtime, official sports gear, bill payments, and so much more.
Hello.
I want everything that man wanted.
It's no wonder our customers are doing a little more banking than usual. Enroll today by dialing *522# via the KCB app or at any branch. KCB Simba Points. Extra value for valued customers.
So let's get straight on to the questions. Do you think the Daystar Student Incubation Program actually supports the needs of students to start up businesses within the school?
Yes, I believe the Daystar University Student Incubation Center would really help a lot of students, but depends with how you do it. Earlier we had started an incubation program that we had partnered with a company from the United States called Agora Businesses, but it didn't work well because of the students did not turn up for the incubation program. And this was because of the higher prices that that were required by the company for the students to be incubated, because students were paying 120,000 to actually be part of the incubation center. So because of the fee, I believe we did not get enough students. Only one did apply with 120,000, but we are happy for him because at the end of the incubation program, he was able to get 150,000 as a prize to actually start now. It's a capital incentive to actually go on with his business.
Why is there such a huge startup capital for students? And we're imagining these are students who are still growing in terms of education, and they're not that established in the society. So why should you have such a high startup capital for such students?
As I told you, it was an opportunity that we wanted to tap into, you know. So when the company from the United States came and they said that they want to run an incubation center, and they want to partner with Daystar University, we thought this is an opportunity that we should tap into, you know. So we looking at it was not like students will not afford. We didn't look at it that way. We looked at it this way, that this is an opportunity that is worth tapping into. And that's why we partnered with them just immediately. And thank God, because one of our students also benefited from the program.
I would like to believe that the school itself had an incubation program, but it wasn't as effective. So I'm assuming that's why the School of Business took up the incubation program, or why exactly did the School of Business decide to take up the program that was run by the school itself? Or what exactly has the School of Business done to help such startup companies?
This is what I'll say about these startup companies that have started up. We have some of even the CEOs, the students who have started these companies, Some of them are even not students of the School of Business and Economics. Of course, as a school and as a university, we take credit for that because, of course, these are students, our own students who are starting up and they are opening up businesses. But we have to also remember that these are independent businesses that the school has no connection with. So they run independently, but what we just have between us and them is they are students of ours. But the businesses, that they don't belong to the school. They belong to the respective companies and the CEOs. So what the school has done to make sure that these students are well facilitated is, for example, when you look at the founder, they have an office. It's not the School of Business and Economics that facilitated that office, but as a school, which is Daystar University, they were given space to do their business. Magtech, they were given an office at the ICT. It was not the School of Business and Economics doing, but at least we can say that they were facilitated. Our main concern as a school is not only for those established businesses, but for the also small SMEs that are starting up. You know, because for a person like Innocent, like Amageto, they are on their own level. You know, so we also have to go back, see these other students who are trying to start up.
So have you lended a helping hand in terms of trying to restructure the ideas, helping them with connecting them to investors or something, as the School of Business, or has it been just them struggling for themselves to get to the point that they are in?
That I'll say that whenever they come for help, we are there to help them grow their businesses. See, but if they don't come, maybe they got it under control. See, because look at someone like Innocent. He's now well connected with a lot of companies and a lot of CEOs that are of this country. So whenever they come for us for advice, we will be there. Whenever they come up to us with a problem, we'll be there to help them. I also have their banner here that shows you that I am proud of what they do as the chairman of the School of Business and Economics.
So the school should not, in any circumstance, pride itself as being an incubating hub, but at least we can see effort on the School of Business and Economics.
The school, obviously, we are trying our level best to make sure that we incubate businesses and we actually provide advice and the necessary facilities for the businesses. What now we're doing is we're in stage one of now getting the entrepreneurs, because you don't create an incubation center without people to be in the incubation center. So right now, this is the so-called entrepreneurship forum, all these forums that we have been going around to USAU, to UON, in Nairobi Innovations Week. This is to try to find entrepreneurs who are serious, so that with now a number like 50, now we can be able to start to go to the next step of now starting to incubate them. Yes.
Thank you very much. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Revolution Show for more.